hooks to get over here if you're gonna go over here. Hey, Danny. How's Michigan? Did it stop snowing? We're supposed to get snow tomorrow. It's still snowing. Yummy peanut butter frosting. Can you hear me? It's cold as fuck. I don't worry, I'm not monetized or anything, so. Pretty. Oh, it's pretty? Oh, okay. Not pretty enough to live there right now, though. Especially not right now. Maybe in the summer. I don't know. Get a summer home in Michigan. What time zone are they on? Is it a different time zone? Yeah, not to live, yeah. Oh, my face. Yummy chocolate cake. You can see the Reese's, like, really hard to get them out of the freaking pan. Normally the cake doesn't stick, but all jokes aside, would live here for a couple years just to experience it. Oh yeah, white Christmas. It actually snowed on Christmas here. It was like the first time ever. I mean, that I'm aware of, that it actually snowed like Christmas Day. I mean, I recall years of us literally wearing shorts on Christmas. Yes, there's Reese's. There's like the little Reese bites, the ones that aren't, that the unwrapped, they come in like the bag, and it's like a bunch of them. I just poured the whole bag in there. So, yeah. Whole bag. Oh, I gotta move this camera a little bit so you guys can actually, you won't really see my face, but you can see what I'm doing. We're down in my baking kitchen. So, and if it's up to my mom, it'll end up being a full commercial kitchen by the time she's done with it. So, and when I did my other live on my This Is Ashley account. We were on my upstairs in my other kitchen. But I am just filling her up with buttercream. And it's peanut butter. It smells so freaking good. No smelling vision. Sorry. I need to get some shelf liner to go under this cake board. That's cool. Definitely gonna eat those cakes one day. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we have like a meetup or something, I got y'all on desserts. I mean, I'm gonna have to perfect my vegan dessert making for Tasha. Thanks, Ediani. Yeah, my cakes bake like pretty flat, so I didn't have to trim any of this cake. My kids are gonna hate me, but because there won't be any cake scraps. COVID needs to go away. It definitely does. Oh my god. Absolutely. It like sucks not being able to see people and go places and do things. And having to wear masks everywhere. Because I got asthma and trying to breathe for hours on end doing those masks is not cool. So yeah. I'm hoping this buttercream like crust a little bit because I have to, I gotta airbrush this cake, so after, like the outside of it. It's gotta be, red, green, and yellow. The official Jamaican Bob Marley weed associated colors. I don't know if you can say weed on YouTube. I have no idea. Yes. Not good. Alrighty. It takes so much buttercream to like ice cake. Is it just normal buttercream? No. It's it's going to sound stupid, but did you put flavor in the buttercream or is it just normal butter? It's not stupid. It's peanut butter buttercream. So it's regular buttercream and about half a jar of peanut butter I added to it. So that's not a stupid question at all. That's why it's so smooth, because of the butter. I mean, the peanut butter. Well, I mean, it's smooth normally, but it's like extra silky because of the peanut butter. That's why I'm hoping it does some sort of crusting going on. I don't know. I always hate, like I always feel like I don't bake enough cake, and then once I get it like stacked with like the buttercream inside of it, I'm like, is that going to be too tall? Like, or is it too short? Like, the last thing I want is for it to fall over. Hey, Mary. Because I have had that happen before. And it sucks. It was like a giant circus cake too. And it fell over on my way to deliver it. Luckily, it was like, we had to keep it in the box like the whole time. Like, it had to stay in the box. Because it was like a 3-tier cake, and the middle tier was so freaking high that we made a turn on like a back road to get there, and it completely went sideways. So I'm always leery about making cakes like too tall. I'll take it tall, slanted. Yeah, they still ate it. So it was for my friends. They were having like a joint birthday party for their kids, so they didn't care. They ate their cake anyway, and I brought them like extra snickerdoodle cupcakes for them too. So my bag. It's just us so far, Mary. I don't know. Somebody else might be hiding on here. It says 4 people. I know one of them is me. So, unless my husband's like he's like on live in the room. He does that too. It's so bouncy. It's too bouncy, but I'm gonna put it in the freezer to set up. I'm just gonna do this crumb cake here. So, yeah, you guys are watching me make my first cake on video. I've never made a cake on a live or any kind of video really. I did like a little snippet for my Instagram of filling a, what was it, strawberry shortcake. What? Late night munchie, so well, I mean, I do have to put the devil's lettuce on this. Well, not like actually, but it'll be made out of fondant. So my client asks, she's like, is that too much? I'm like, hey, it's for her husband. I'm like, that's his business. I have nothing to do with that. Are you paying me in American currency? All right, cool. It sounds interesting, Mary. Oh, what did Mary say? I made my mom a carrot cake for her birthday today. Swiss meringue. I can't make carrot cake. It has walnuts in it and I'm allergic. So I had someone actually recently, I made a unicorn cake and they requested carrot cake. I'm like, I can't make carrot cake, I'm sorry. So they got vanilla instead. It's a good choice. I'm gonna have to like shave this side over here down because it's like bulging out and it's irking my soul. So maybe the kids will get a little bit of scraps. But I don't know if I should do it now or I should wait till after. I think I'm gonna wait because as Ediani says, the cake is a little bouncy because it's just freshly baked and chilled. So it's not the sturdiest when it's like this. Which is why it goes in the fridge for like hours and or the freezer for like 20-30 minutes. So I guess I can work on the decoration while I do that. Otherwise I will be just sitting here boring y'all while I wait for this thing to set up. So I can roll up fondant while I do that. And my cake is like not centered. And she ain't gonna move. Be alright. It should be different. Let me put this in the freezer. Just had to move my mother-in-law's ice cream out of the way. Did I put Dowser straws in it? No, I did not because it's only a 1 tier. And so no. Usually if I do a 2 tier and it's like being transported and stuff, then I will put straws in it. Usually the bubble tea straws I'll stick down in there. But for a 1 tier, no. Swiss meringue buttercream Ediani is made of eggs and eggs, butter, powdered sugar. I dabbled in Swiss meringue buttercream when I first started. I don't know. I just prefer, personally, not that either one tastes bad. They both, to me, taste good, but I prefer American buttercream. It's easier. Not that Swiss meringue buttercream is super hard, but there are a lot of things at play that can cause inconsistencies. And when it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you're trying to hurry up and finish this wedding cake, anybody got time for inconsistencies? So I usually stick with American buttercream. It has not done me wrong so far. Nobody's ever complained that my buttercream is too sweet. If anything, they ask for it in a jar. So 5 egg whites, yep, sugar. You make a meringue, then you add the butter, and the vanilla, and then the powdered sugar, right? Yep. I put a pinch of salt in my, well, I use salted butter, and I add a pinch of salt to my buttercream. Hey, Shayna. Anybody got time for that? Yeah, so like I said, I literally cried over a like batch of Swiss meringue because I wanted it to work. So like I had did it before and it was fine, and the second time I did it, it curdled, which it can come back once it curdles. Like you gotta really like work. It's a lot of, to me, it's too much work. I know a lot of bakeries that love it and that's all they use, and that's fantastic. But Ash can't get with that. So you have to literally temper. I'll tell Jerry to make me a cake with that. He loves to make stuff. You have to like temper the eggs and the sugar together until you don't feel any more granules in the eggs. And yeah, it's a lot. So you can use pasteurized eggs like already done too. But yeah, about the most I'm making with raw eggs is royal icing for my decorative cookies. So I do want to try it. Yeah, I mean, trying it. But for me, for making every single order I got, no, I can't. It's just not for me. So I will stick with my pound of butter and like 1.5 pounds of powdered sugar, heavy cream, salt is usually what I put in my buttercream. It's a pain, but it's worth it. Yeah, you have to dissolve the sugar for 165 degrees, right? So until you don't feel the grain, like you touch the egg yolks and you don't feel the granules anymore. Yeah, is that on the screen? Oh, you love American buttercream yourself, Mary. A lot of people say it's too sweet. A lot of people don't like the way that it crusts. I personally like the way it crusts. I like to be able to handle a cake after it's already, like, if I needed to fix something, like I totally could. And the crusting, I feel like, makes you be able to, like, smooth things out later. Like, if you bump it a little bit, like, it can easily smooth over. Versus Swiss meringue, which stays soft. So, yeah. But I don't add a lot of powdered sugar into my buttercream, so it's not coinly sweet like most people's buttercream is, which most people like because most people don't like coin. I don't understand. I mean, it's dessert, but you know, people don't want it to be overly sweet for whatever reason. So yeah, y'all kill me with technology. Is this the text? Is the text next to you? Oh, what do you mean? My the comments, Shayna? I have my iPad is under my phone, so I can. Oh, you mean like on the screen? Oh yeah, it's I can't even see it on my screen because I figured out how to, so it's going across and we're not like just bars in the center. You have to unlock for Android. I don't know what y'all got. And sorry, I talk with my hands a lot. I'm Italian. But anyway, for Android, you have to unlock your phone. Like I keep my phone locked in portrait because I hate when you turn slightly and it rotates. So you have to unlock it so that it can go either way, and then turn it in landscape mode. Then start your live. That's why if you notice, I have it in I have 3 videos of going live just like now, and I deleted. Oh, I can't delete them. I didn't figure out how to delete them. Maybe on my computer. Yeah, put it in landscape, and now it's in landscape. Yay! And so you can see me across the screen instead of just in the middle. Because once you start the live, you can't change the orientation of it. So, but yes, the comments are on the side of the screen. Ain't that handy, Shayna? So, what y'all doing tonight? Anybody working on anything besides me? But I'm trying to get everything out of the way now, and then maybe tomorrow I can play with my embroidery machine again. And where's Tasha? I don't know. Maybe somebody needs to hit her up in Discord, or she'll be like fussing later because she missed the live. You're laying in the bed and watching me thinking. That's fun. I've been adulting all day. I had to go to Lowe's and get a new ladder. Trying to get my kids to sleep. Oh, so you can work on your machine. What machine? Oh, I don't know if you saw, I got a Racoma EM1010 Shayna on Monday. And so I unboxed it live on this channel on Monday and then put it together. All that good stuff. If you go back and watch the video, the audio's terrible, which is how I stumbled across the Prism, because I was not satisfied with the audio from my live on Monday. So I'm like, there's got to be a way to go live from your phone, like some kind of way. So yeah, but so I unboxed it and put it together, put the stand and everything together, but I couldn't touch it until Friday because I had training on Friday. So I did my training. I was in training while Tasha was live. My hat was stitching out. So I need to post a picture of the hat too. It did not come out great, honestly, but it wasn't the machine's fault. It was because I hooped the hat properly. So I had registration issues, so it started to, the outline around like the letters started to be off center because there was like way too much bouncing in the hat because it wasn't down on the cap frame tight enough. So that was me. Because I did the same design on the shirt earlier in the training and it was fine. So it did have a little, I had used a really thin t-shirt, so it had some bobbin come up on the top, but I've researched like embroidery and stuff long enough to know that it needed more stabilizer, so I slipped another piece of stabilizer in while it was like going, and so when it got to the rest of it, it stitched out fine. It didn't have the bobbin coming in, so the needle's moving fast, and I mean, it's not my normal Janome, so yeah. I did use my Janome this week though. It's the first time I used it since we moved in. Like the first week we moved in, I had a crap ton of stuff to do. Like literally December 15th we closed on our house. December 16th. I sound West Coast. I think I sound country, Shayna, so thank you. Super duper country. I'm East Coast bred, born, bred, raised all day. So from Delaware to DC or Maryland, where I did live in DC. I did go to school in DC at one point, but I'm in Maryland now. But I do work in DC, so but I graduated high school in Delaware, so yeah, I'm country, I feel like, but what do West Coast people sound like? Yes, you sound a little country. Yeah, I'm a little country. A little bit rock and roll. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, like I said, the 15th we closed. Then the 16th I had a balloon garland to assemble and deliver and set up. Then the 16th I had 2 aprons to embroider, and then I had to do, for that weekend, I had a 2-tiered cake and cake pops. These, like, I mean, we just moved in, and I still had all of this stuff I had already did. Hi, Tasha! I took my Janome to my mom's today and showed her how to run it. She loves it. She made her monkey towels and brought the stuff and made the machine dry them. Oh, cool. Yo, Adiana, you were born and raised in Texas. Did you post you were going live? Yeah, I did. I posted it in your Discord, in Little Alessia Codes, and in Adiana's. I guess I should post it in Nita's. I always forget to post stuff in Nita's. Yes, it's awesome that your mommy Tasha just wanted to say, hey, I know I've been incognito. You ain't been incognito, you were just live on Friday. It was quiet like yesterday. I don't like nobody. Oh, no. Wasn't little Alessia Cole live yesterday? I don't recall. Was it yesterday? All the days run together. No, yesterday was Friday. Yeah. For some reason, like, I keep thinking today's like Sunday already because the baby's booty went live at like 10, which I was like, why is Eve live? Because she's always live on Sunday. Is it Sunday? Did I miss a day? I have not posted that. I'm going live probably tomorrow. Oh, before Alicia. Okay. Oh, that's nice, Mary. That's the reason I'm saving. Like, I have my 4x4 embroidery machine still, and honestly, I'm saving it for my daughter. So she's like 9, but I have like a small sewing machine for her too. Once she gets to the point where she can pay attention to actually follow directions and not get a needle through her hand. But oh, what am I making? I just put it in the freezer. I am making it's a chocolate Reese cupcake with peanut butter buttercream, and I have to airbrush it red, green, and yellow, and it's like weed leaves supposed to go on it. It's the devil's lettuce. I don't know if I can say weed on YouTube, even though I just did like 3 times, but yeah. And she's Yana said she's making a big old cake. It's in the freezer right now. How are you going live? I can see your posts. Oh, I'm on Prism Live. And it looks delicious. Thank you, Adiani. Like, all I got up here right now is some peanut butter buttercream. So, my cake is in the freezer. I'm waiting for it to get a little more firm because I need to shave some off the side a little bit. I was telling Ediani and them I didn't, my cake's baked pretty flat, so I didn't have to cut it. I didn't have to tort it or anything because they were already flat and level. So the kids don't get any cake scraps and they'll hate me for that. So yeah, that's what they look forward to. Literally, when I was baking cake earlier, my daughter was like, oh yay, more cake scraps. So you send the scraps your way. Yeah. I literally had like, it wasn't this size sheet pan. There's a sheet pan like on my stove because I don't really need a stove down here for too much. My husband wants to get a double ovens put in down here. So because I don't really need to use the stove top for much. If I did, then we have induction cooktops that I could bring down here and use for that. I have leftover cream cheese frosting. I love cream cheese frosting. I used to hate it, actually. I used to hate all things cream cheese. Cheesecake, you name it, I hated it. I wouldn't even eat red velvet cake that came from, like, literally, when I used to work downtown, downtown. I still work in downtown DC, but it's not like smack dab downtown now. But I used to, my friends, we were near a Georgetown cupcakery, red velvet cupcakery. I don't know, I think it's Georgetown Cupcakes, the DC cakes, the ones that used to have the TV show. And they knew that I hated cream cheese frosting, so they would not bring me any cupcake. It was my birthday. I had a few milestones there. I got married, birthday, first kid, like all of those when I worked there. And they were like, don't bring Ashley any cream cheese. She won't eat them. She doesn't like cream cheese. But I love it now. I've been in bed drooling over food right now. Yes, Tasha. We miss your lives. You say you feel like she hasn't gone live in months. She was just live yesterday. Where were you, Ediani? Where were you? She was in the car, and she was on Prism Live, and it was clear. We could see her and hear her, and it was fantastic. And she was telling us how to finesse at Starbucks. If you want to get 6 what was it? Was it Grandes, Tasha? Or Talls? And you just order 3 Ventes? I don't buy that much coffee when I go to Starbucks. I generally go to Starbucks by myself. Oh, hi Alicia. Welcome. Hi Faye. Hi. Yeah, the cake's in the freezer. Sorry, Faye. You missed all the good, like, juicy parts. I waited. It did take me a minute to, like, go live. But, who you talking to behind the scenes? I'm not talking to nobody. I'm just looking at my iPad that's down there. I wish I had something to bring it up so I can see all of y'all. Yes, cake. You missed the cake. You missed me. I showed, like, you could see the Reese's pieces inside of it, like the whole chunks of Reese's pieces, which got stuck to the bottom of my pan, by the way. You just want the spatula? Yo, my mother-in-law was like, because when I scrape a bowl, there ain't nothing left in there. You ain't licking that bowl. You ain't licking that spatula. She was like, yo, people hate, like, don't let Ashley scrape the bowl. You won't, there's nothing left. Okay, I'm gonna check the freezer, since all of y'all are here, and see if it's set up. Yes, she is set up. She's nice and firm now. So, I should probably wash my hands first. Like, at least pics. What? At last pic. What did you say? At least pics later on Discord. Oh, of the cake. Who's gonna lick the beaters? Nobody. Nobody's licking the beaters. The kids wish. They like I said, all they hope is that mommy has some sort of scraps and or buttercream. I literally have to watch them with the buttercream. They will eat my whole bowl. It's not cool. It's not a game. So I'm gonna shave these sides down again. I don't know why it is glitching blue. Thought it was just on my phone, but you guys can see it on the screen too. That's so freaking weird. I don't know. Yeah, I can see it in here. You can see it in there too? Yeah, my husband said he can see it in there too. I don't know why it's glitching blue. That's so strange. It's just like me. I'm really here, I swear. I don't know what's up with that. But this little side right here, I'm fitting to cut this side down. Cut that off. Yay. I'm probably have to crumb coat it again. My Eve licked the beater paddle. Oh. Yes, I'm looking down to read the comments because they're not showing up here. Like, you guys can see them on the screen, but I think because the camera is in landscape, then that's why you can't see any comments on the screen up here for some reason. So, luckily I got my handy dandy iPad down at the bottom. I just, like I said, need something so it's like all on the same playing field, and then it won't look so awkward with me looking down. Okay, Tosh. Mary, you said the kids have to share now. They might be in here later to snack cheese. It's the weekend, so they don't have to go to bed super early. Sorry, I'm fine. Hi, Adelia. How are you? This is so cool. I think this is like the most people have had in my life. Alicia, not the beaters. And I don't know why it's glitching blue. I have no idea what's going on with that. It just started out of nowhere. I'm not embroidering, Adelia. I'm sorry. Though I did take my training on Friday. So I did get to use my machine. I did record while I was doing it. So I'll edit that and post it later. Probably, I don't know, tomorrow. Right now, I'm making cake that I have to deliver tomorrow before more snow comes. It was supposed to be set for delivery at 3. Ooh, cake, yum. You are a woman of many talents. Thank you. Yeah. I actually started with cake. Like, that's literally how my business started. I've always been crafty. But, I had my daughter, and then I got into sewing, and then I did buy an embroidery machine, my 4x4, which I still have, solely to like add like names and stuff on her blanket, like her name. She already had a blanket that my friend from high school made her, so, but like I just loved the way it looked on her blanket, so I decided to learn how to sew machine sew. I knew how to hand sew. I've been sewing by hand since I was like 7. But I got the embroidery machine, and I made my nephews. I made them blankets, different stuff like that. Then I got into vinyl. But my daughter's first birthday, just like during her birthday party itself, I think I got sick or something, but like for about 2 weeks before, sometime in between from her being born into her turning 1, I was home for like a week or 2 sick, and I binge watched Cake Boss, and I was like, I want to make like cakes, like I want to learn how to do that. And so like Pinterest, and I found a recipe for fondant, and my mom is a chef. My mom's been a chef since before I was born, so I'm 32, so over, I think like 35 years she's been a chef. So she's like, they used to make fondant in pastry school, but it was a lot different than the marshmallow fondant. So I decided to try it. So I made like a small 1-tier cake for my daughter's first birthday. I used I don't even remember what the name of that thing, I think it was a E-Craft. It wasn't a Cricut, because I didn't like the fact that you had to use cartridges for Cricut, and I don't think Silhouette was out yet. Or maybe I just didn't know about it. But it was like an E-Craft, and it was awful. But I used that to make like her banner, and I didn't know about vinyl yet. So I literally used freezer paper. That's how I made all my shirts back in the day. I literally used freezer paper, and I cut out stencils, most of the time by hand actually. Ironed it on the shirt, and then I would sponge like paint onto it. Like fabric paint, and so like I made her shirt and the little butt cover thing. But yeah, so after that first cake, my aunt called me like 4 months later and said that her friend needed a baby shower cake. It was a belly cake with the boobs and a dress. It was like a zebra print dress. And she wanted the feet to poke out the belly. And she's like, she wanted like a crap ton of cupcakes. And she's like, somebody wanted to charge her like all of this money for the cake. So she's like, you're gonna put the thing up there? She said, so did you want, would you do it? My husband brought me my other turntable to put the iPad on. She said, would you make it for her? And I was like, yeah, well, it rotates, babe. That's the only thing. I use my cups to I had to use my cups to stop it from rotating. And I was like, yeah. So I did that. That was my first cake, and it was huge. I think I charged like $100 for like 30 cupcakes, and the cake with the belly was so big. I used like a giant glass bowl to bake it in. It was huge. She had a zebra print dress on. I mean, it came out great. And that was like my first paid cake, and I've been making cakes ever since. So that was like 2012. Oh, look, he brought me cake. What is this? Oh, I'm like, why is it playing music? He brought his. So yeah, started from the bottom. My husband brought in his phone. What are you guys saying? You cannot waste frosting. Oh, yeah. Baking bug. Oh, in high school. And you baked every single day, really? I don't know. I guess the point where I hated baking, like after I had my second daughter, I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. I just want to quit, but people won't let me quit. So here I am. It's okay. It's very common for people to spell it that way. No biggie. I made my husband and uncle and aunt's wedding cake, cupcakes for their wedding. And, in the summer. Yeah. It's exciting when you get to... Honestly, though, I've made several wedding cakes at this point. It was exciting. Now it's just dreadful because, especially when there's somebody you don't know, because you want, it's the bride's perfect day, and you want everything to be perfect, and so literally it's like painstakingly, yeah. I mean, I've made wedding cakes for parties of 200 down to Pac-Man wedding cakes. I've driven wedding cakes all the way to Dover Air Force Base for delivery. So yeah, I know. I don't know what is going on with the glitching. I have no idea. It's like it's only glitching like where my shirt and stuff is. Yes, it's scary, but it's awesome. No, yes, that's the one thing. So not only do I do cakes now at Alea, I do like everything party related. I make balloon garlands, I make chip bags, I make decorative cookies, everything. So my children have giant extravagant birthday parties and I do them all myself, so I don't have to pay anybody else to do it. Green looks good on me. I feel like an episode of Wicked right now. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. And I don't want to like end the live and then start it again. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't know. It's starting to tone down. I don't know if it's the app. Maybe I should unplug my phone and see if that... Ooh, sorry. I don't know if it was like getting hot or something. I have no idea. No. Why it's doing that. But I'm going to add some more frosting to this cake. So... We're asking for her friend. I'm not too far from Florida, Adelaide. I'm in Maryland. So my dad actually has quite a few houses in Florida, but he ain't going down there no time soon because of COVID. So the green, I'll cast a spell on you. That's what it says. It's like Wicked up in here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the app or what. Because I'm live right now from Prism live video, which allows you to go live on your phone, even though I do not have 1,000 subscribers. Too far from me. Oh yeah, yes, Mary. You gotta handle that over there up in Michigan. I'm sorry. The girls, their last party was the first time they had a joint party. They've always had separate parties. They're about 5 years apart. So this year due to COVID, or last year due to COVID, because I didn't want people to have to come over like twice, we did a joint party, and they had an art party. So it was like a sip and paint kind of paint party. So they had works. We put the tents outside, and I did like their centerpieces for the tables were paint cans, not actual paint cans because I couldn't find paint cans. So I bought Halloween buckets from Dollar Tree, spray painted in silver, and then I got what are those things? They are paper towel racks from Dollar Tree, and I zip tied them together so that one would be the base and the other one would like angle out, so the bucket sat on the back side of it, and then we put plastic tablecloths came like pouring out of the bucket to look like paint. So like each side of the table had paint splashing out. Everybody had their own canvas and easel, paintbrushes, palette, all of that good stuff. I made personalized. Keep up the lies and thanks for that, Leah. I made personalized coloring books for them. So like the coloring books had their pictures on the front. I had taken pictures of them in their little aprons, and then I put it on like everything. So it was on their chip bags. It was on their the coloring books. They had they had the decorative cookies for the party too. So their cookies were paintbrushes and palettes. And I was gonna do paint your own cookies, but I didn't have time. So I did the paintbrushes and the palette cookies instead. And I didn't do cake. I did cupcakes because of COVID. So I didn't want to do like one big cake. So I did cupcakes in different colors to look like and then I made a giant palette out of foam board that we sat on the table. I got the art party backdrop from Dollar Tree, and then they had a huge rainbow balloon garland around their entire table, and all the kids had their own aprons too. So it was really nice. And like I said, I don't have to, you know, all I gotta do is buy supplies. That's it. So it's definitely worth, you know, if you can learn how to do it, and you ain't gotta pay nobody to do it, because trust me, parties are not cheap. I mean, thank you, Alicia. So I've been making cake now, like I said, for, how old's my kid? She'll be 10 in August. So like 9 years. So I want to branch off and do pop-ups. I was going to start doing pop-ups like right before COVID hit. I was going to sell cupcakes because cupcakes are super easy. And I came up with a bunch of different flavors. So I had a strawberry crumble, like strawberry crunch. Yeah, strawberry shortcake crunch. So it's strawberry cake. It has a strawberry center, like strawberry cake center, and then vanilla buttercream, and the outside has the you know, that strawberry crunch that's on like the ice cream bars, the I think they're by Mr. Good or Good Humor. Yeah, I used to love those. So it has that crumble on the outside of it. Of course, Snickerdoodle. That's like one of the popular flavors, Snickerdoodle. I did a chocolate salted caramel, which is also pretty popular. Strawberry cheesecake, and s'mores. So s'mores actually is a chocolate cake with a graham cracker crust. Like each cupcake has its own graham cracker crust, and then a marshmallow buttercream, which is really good too. So actually my director just retired last week, and so I took some s'mores cupcakes because chocolate's his favorite. So I took him some s'mores cupcakes, and I took him some it was like a chocolate chip brownie cupcake with a chocolate buttercream. So the chocolate chips in the cupcake was really good. Y'all know I don't eat cake very often because I don't eat sugar or flour, but I will have one of my own cupcakes every now and then. So yeah, but I feel like I'm rambling at this point, y'all. I think I'm on like some, I should have put this cake in the freezer after I cut that piece off, because it's just adding crumbs to my cake. And I'm gonna need some buttercream because cake takes too much buttercream. So I'm throwing that back in the freezer to set back up. What y'all working on? Anybody up working with me? It's like 11:43 here. Buttercream. I think I'm gonna leave it white this time, Mary. Like, it won't be like everything else is like peanut butter, but I'm gonna probably just leave it plain because I have to airbrush it, so it'll just make the colors more true, meaning airbrush. Oh, Shayna, you in the bed? Am I the only person that's like usually up this late working? Because usually I am. I literally reserve the nighttime to decorate cake most of the time. I don't know why. I think mainly because the kids are usually in bed or calm. Animal is yummy too. Animal. And I got energy drink in here. I got some drink in my cup. Oh, vanilla. Yeah, vanilla's good. This is a, what is this? Black cherry vanilla bang. Yeah, black cherry vanilla. I was up late some time ago. Oh yeah. You wanna see my other cups? Look. These are just my personal cups. They're literally holding up my my turntable right now, so it won't turn. That's my other one. I think I posted the picture of this in it. And Adelaide's Discord. Put this stuff in the bag and the kids will eat it later. These little bits of scraps. And get them off my counter. Well, they're not really on my counter. They're on my, this, cooling rack. Thanks, Alicia. You plan to work, but you have to clean a little first. I don't get to do that much. My sister will come in here and clean these dishes for me. Now the kiddos are finally asleep. Oh, it's fantastic. Mine are still awake. Normally they're in the bed at 8, but it is the weekend. And that's their little bit of time to stay up. But normally they're getting close to having to go to bed. Usually around midnight I make them go to bed. But that is Daddy's responsibility. So I'm gonna get my, where is my mat? Oh. I'm gonna open this cabinet in front of y'all. Like put the cabinet door in front of the camera so I can pull out my fondant mat. It's on the other side. I can get my airbrush out too. I made the peanut butter buttercream before I started the live because I didn't want you guys to have to hear the mixer going because it can be loud. So my airbrush is up here too, behind my melting pot. I used to hate buttercream cakes, but now I like when I don't have to cover a cake in fondant. It's a little less time consuming. And I just, what did I do? Too much stuff. Turn the light off with that extra plug. And it's still off. Oh, I gotta turn this thing off first. Yeah, I don't know why this daggone glitching wants her. Check out Krafteezkreationz to see her latest creations. That's my hubby, y'all. Good for you. Now I'm trying to find my fondant. Not up here. No, that's my fondant one. Oh, I got green. Cool, I don't have to make green now. Yay. Bye, Shanna. Good night. It's already got green to work with. I don't know if anybody else heard, but gotta make some. It's an adult cake, not like adult like in that, but they want those 5-finger leaves on their cake, not in the cake. But I ain't got no license to be doing all that. Ain't got none of them. So, but they just wanted it to be decorated in that way. So it will be airbrush, red, green, and yellow, and 2 of these leaves on it. So I think I'm going to pipe happy birthday on here because I honestly don't feel like messing around with tappets. Where are my tappets? I haven't really completely unpacked everything I packed away. Like, I put everything in containers when we moved. So I haven't really had a chance since we've moved in here to look and see where everything actually is. I know they're in containers, like everything's down here instead of it all being jumbled up in my regular kitchen. I think they're in here. Still not what I would want. Like the script that's on the, it's more of a, I don't know, a fancy script. And the one that was on the picture was more of like a tight script. So I think I'm just gonna pipe it on there. It'll look more manly. It's for a guy. Are those rulers? No, they're called tappets. So they have letters, like they're little strips, and like each strip has like maybe A through F, and they're like small. Let's see if I can pull another one out. And they used to be all the rage once upon a time in cake decorating. Nobody really uses them much anymore, but I'm gonna put like fondant pieces in here too. But see, like I left that piece in there. I don't know. I haven't used these things in ages, but they have like letters. I don't know if you guys can see that, especially with the green. But basically, you press it into your fondant and like shake it really good so that these edges cut the fondant. And then you literally tap it. That's why they're called tappets. You have to smack it like on your counter to get the pieces to come out. Like those other pieces just came out of that D. So, but I can tell in the picture of the cake she sent, they used tappets for the happy birthday that was on the front of the cake. But they were, like I said, they were like more of a type, like typewriter-esque. They're not fun, honestly. You know what I mean? They're really not. That's why I hated them. I had two different ones. I had that one and then like a curly font one too that was up there in the white. But they were a pain in the butt, really. They're a nightmare to work with. So I think that's why nobody uses them anymore. So they had some people have said if you put like plastic wrap on top of your stuff when you did it, that it would work better. I scratched my face, so I'm washing my hands again. Sorry, y'all. Wasting a significant amount of paper towels. But even that still didn't really make it any easier to use. It just like, then it was indented into the plastic wrap. But when you lifted the plastic wrap off, it was like stuck to whatever. It wasn't completely cut out. It was just, and then they're a pain to move after they've been cut out. So yeah, a lot of people don't really use them anymore. But I still have them because I have every cake gadget known to man at this point. So my mommy just bought me a professional sheeter so that I don't have to roll fondant with a rolling pin anymore, even though I am. But it's over on that side of the kitchen. I have a giant new stainless steel table and then a huge industrial sheeter. But she also got me a speed rack, which is like they have tall ones and they have short ones. I have a short one, but it has like 12 different cookie sheets, like this size cookie sheet on it. So when I make, if I have to make like a lot of cupcakes or if I have to make a lot of cookies, then I can store them all on the rack so that they're not like, because before I would have, they were like cover the countertops. So this way I can store them on the rack while they're waiting for whatever next step they got. But yeah. So like I said, she'll slowly turn this kitchen into a commercial kitchen. But when I was looking at it earlier, because I finally pulled all the plastic off of my stainless steel table, it has like ridges on it. So I don't know if it will actually make my fondant smooth. I'm afraid it may, because it's for dough too. So you can use it to roll out dough for pizza, or it has two different sizes. So I don't know if it's gonna work. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to, I don't really know what wheat leaves look like, but I'm gonna try to cut this out from what I think wheat leaves look like before I look up a picture of what wheat leaves look like. So I don't know, they're like a cartoon hand. Let me see, I had to lower my YouTube so I can't see the comments for a second so I can look at a picture. Hopefully the FBI isn't tracking what I'm searching for. Oh, okay. There's two little thingies down here and then, I think I got a leaf. This little thingy matches like the edges of what that picture looks like too. I think my plungers, they're not up here. I don't know where are my plunger cutters. I could have swore I just used them too. So many cabinets and I don't know where stuff is. I don't know what is what. I keep looking at this cabinet because I could swear it was up here. Oh. There it is. Sorry, y'all. I got like a leaf. I don't know. If I thin this out. You like this live? Why? What's happening on this live video? I'm glad you like it because I feel like I'd be boring on. Let me roll this stuff out again. Live more. I'm gonna stay live there. Y'all be making me nervous. I gotta get this stuff done. Oh, these people are here to enjoy my company, and I feel like I'm boring. All right, let's see. I'm gonna use this thing to try to get those edges. Almost. We need to figure out how we can all do our video call like we were gonna do. Sorry, I'm quiet, y'all. I'm just trying to focus on getting this shape. I feel like I could talk forever, but then I won't be working when I'm talking. I'll run my mouth, that's for sure. I'm a motor mouth. I'm just into this cake making. I feel like I don't got enough over here. I should have 3D printed a friggin' magical, yeah. I'm trying to see how you do this magical leaf, yeah. I should have 3D printed a magical leaf cutter. And then I wouldn't have had to do all this craziness. I didn't even think about it. I would have had to do it hours ago, though. That's what I do with cookies. If I have like a really weird shaped cookie, I'll like 3D print it and 3D print a cookie cutter. Boom. Now I have it. Yay. I don't know how magical it's gonna be. Eddie, I ain't looking a little tragic right now. I feel like I need to. The left part of it look good. Sorry, I'm a perfectionist. But the right side is not wide enough. So it wasn't gonna work. But I'm thinking about this leaf cookie cutter. And I'm thinking about cutting it out a little thick. And then rolling it out. There we go. And then I'll just like combine these together. See, so that's looking like a little more like that leaf. And I'll combine them together. Just rolling it out to make it longer. I probably need to be a little skinnier, but it's pretty good leaf, okay. Just to add those edges back in, because once you roll it, they kind of maybe go away. See, like I used the edge for this one here in the middle. So I think I should do that for the other sides too. I'm just gonna add a little bit of veining. I love cooking and baking. I love you. Thank you so much. This is what I've been doing, honestly, like most weekends. If I'm not making cups, I am usually baking. So, I don't think I have any cakes next week yet. I said that last week, and then here I go to do all of them, but that's a personal preference. Look great though. Okay. Alright. No, I can do all of them. I agree, because then it will match the rest. If that's your personal preference, that might be somebody else's personal preference too. Thank you, Pia. I'm with y'all now. We need like some music in the background of these lives without, you know, being copyrighted and all that good stuff. Why I can't be like Facebook where you just say, I don't own the rights to this music in the description. Keep it moving. At least Facebook got that going for it. See, I added it to the rest of them. It looks good. Yeah, YouTube flags everything. I mean, Facebook's getting to the point where it's starting to flag everything too, but like I said, at least you can do a video and just put that you don't own the rights to that music, and that's it. I want that one to be a little bit longer. Add this one in, and do another one more, and then those little tiny sprouts, little small thingamabobbers on the sides. I don't know anything about this, okay? I'd be playing music all the time in my lives, right? I guess you just play like copyrighted free music. Just playing like Happy Birthday in the background or something. Isn't Christmas music like royalty free? You know, like the old stuff. Because everybody who owned it is like dead at this point because it's so old. I'll leave my knife out of the way. I love all things hollow, so a little rainbow knife. I saw it at Big Lots. I'm like, I gotta have it for my new kitchen. Yay. You guys can't fully see what I'm doing, I don't think. Bring it down just a little bit. I'm using this little serrated thing just to add these. Make sure I'm putting it the right way. Okay. Yep, it was this way. Add these little leaves in there. Looking more and more like the magical leaf, the devil's lettuce. I'm going to, for those little nubs at the bottom, split this in half. And just use like the tip of each one. One for like each side. Hey, this is what they requested, okay? I've made worse cakes, trust me. Some cakes where I had to wait for the kids to go to bed to make them. For specific, very specific bachelorette parties. So, just gonna stick that down in there like that. And then this one. Over on this side, I feel like this leaf needs to come out. Just like, needs to be stretched out just a little bit. And not stretched to the point where it breaks though. It's the lovely thing about fondue, it's like Play-Doh. Modeling chocolate's pretty cool too. And probably tastier, modeling chocolate. Gotta make my little stem. This needs to be a little thinner. You sell cakes? Yes. I sell cakes. Cakes, cupcakes, decorative cookies, cake pops. I got cakesicles. Like I got a cakesicle mold. I haven't tried it yet. Honestly, I was gonna use the all the excess cake I had left from the cupcakes I made last week. I was gonna use that for to try to like experiment with some cakesicles, but my children ate all the cake scraps, so didn't get to experiment with that. I'm like, oh, I'm just getting a little cake. And they come up with like giant hunks of cake. I am in Maryland, but I have delivered cake to Delaware, and you know, Virginia, DC, My cake has made it all the way down to Atlanta, but I did not drive it down there. Somebody else ordered the cake for me, and they put it in a cooler and they transported it to Georgia via car. We are far. Where are you? It's hard to pick it up for y'all to see it, but... Oh, wow, yeah, no, we're far. New Mexico. Definitely far. I've never been to, like, that part of the U.S. I haven't been to many parts of the U.S., I ain't even gonna lie. So, I gotta make one more of these leaves, and then that's really it as far as, like, fondant decorations. That's a lovely part about this cake. They didn't really want, like, I guess the airbrush is like the most decorative part of it, so that's what makes it like look so cool. I don't think I'm gonna stay live this whole time, y'all, just so I can bust this out because I've been running my mouth. Get up in the morning and deliver it before the snow hits and before Target cancels my drive-up order, because that would suck. I need my heavy cream so I can make my cream and crab soup tomorrow night for Super Bowl. I'm gonna record the video for the what I told Tasha I was gonna make, the keto pretzels, but they're gonna be vegan because Tasha is vegan. So just trying to find a way to make them, because there's really not much vegan about keto. Lots of meat, lots of dairy. So, but I found a recipe, and so I figured I'd try it out for her. And so I'm going to do that. And I will use that as my pretzel bites for Super Bowl. Tasha won't be here to eat them, though she did say something about putting them in the mail for her. My husband's family lives in New Orleans. They try to get me to come there and make cake, but there's a lot of things to transport that I feel like that would be very heavy baggage for a plane. And cake pans and, you know, all of that stuff. Not unless they can get me in a, you know, a commercial kitchen or something that has all that stuff in it. And then I just gotta bring myself. The last family reunion they had, it was here, and so we're at the family reunion. They're like, Ashley, where's the cake? I'm like, what are you talking about? You didn't bring cake? No, I didn't. We haven't seen each other. We're all here, and you didn't make cake? Well, you know, the banquet is tomorrow. You should totally come over with a cake. I'm like, it's tomorrow. Flew one time with a huge wedding cake. What? From Peru to Miami? Oh my God. That, I did go home and make a cake real quick though. It was just like a sheet cake. I was bone tired, but I've seen, who is it? Her name used to be something else, Liz Murick, but her YouTube channel now is the Sugar Geeks Show. And she does like competitions all over the country. And I've seen her fly with a cake once. It is not pretty. Pia, do you make cakes too? Only because it was your cousin. How big was it? How many tiers was it? And did you have it stacked before you... That's love right there. I haven't learned my lesson about stacking cakes when I get there. I always stack the cake here and then transport it. Everybody tells me I should stack it once I get there. You used to make them when you were 14. Oh, cool. I didn't start making cakes until I was 20. I don't know, 22, something like that. 23. I'd be stressed. Oh, ditto, Adiani. Definitely stressed. That was like way too much. How many people did it feed? It took, one time I made 1,008 cakes in 3 days? What kind of bakery did you work in? We ain't making that many cakes up in here. I would not be a nice person. Everybody said I should go on one of them like cupcake cook-off things on Food Network. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't do well with time crunches. They ain't got enough censorship on TV for that. The whole show would just be bleeps. Is that why you don't make cakes anymore? Because that's a lot of daggone cakes. That is enough cakes for a lifetime. You want to tell me you used to work in like Buddy Velasco's shop or something? I feel like the second one's going to look better than the first one. No more cakes. I'm telling you, Pia, that's how I felt after, like, I had my second daughter. I did not want to do cakes anymore. I really didn't. It was just, like, so draining. So, like, you know, having to, you know, when you want everybody's cake to be perfect, and that doesn't always happen. And usually they never notice the imperfections, but you do. So it's just nerve-wracking sometimes. Honestly, with cups too, and I mean, I will strip a cup, go get a new one, something, just because I want everybody's cup to be perfect, and it drives me insane. So, yeah, the second one's definitely looking better than the first one, but it's okay. You're like a spammer. How'd you make yourself a moderator? How does that work? I never know how to do that. I don't go live very often. Oh, he's linking my Instagram. I think most of them are already following me on Instagram. I think. I said I think most people on here right now follow me on Instagram already. I know Ediani does. I think you follow me on Instagram, Ediani. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I went through a lot of stuff to try to do this.
What, to put them to make yourself a moderator? Yeah. How do you do it?
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Actually, no. Actually, you can make anybody in chat a moderator right now if you want.
Yeah, I know. I probably can, but I don't, like, how do you just make yourself a moderator?
I went into each other computer.
Oh, you use my other computer? Oh, yeah, okay. See, Eddie only does. Well, for anybody who's not following me on Instagram, my husband linked it. If you do, if you want to check out my other cakes and or cups, or at least the ones that I post, because I'm awful with posting. I haven't posted any of them from pretty much since, what, like October of 2020, because we've been in this whole moving process, but my orders didn't stop because nobody cares that I'm moving. So Literally, like the day we were moving, I hadn't packed anything in my craft room because I was still working. The day of like moving, my freaking heat press was still hot. I had a shirt to make. I wanted to embroider it, but I didn't have enough time, so I just ended up heat pressing the design instead. It was a Barbie shirt for one of my nieces, but. Oh my god, what? I mean, people were trying to get me to throw whole parties for them, since I'm like a party planner at this point now. I'm like, I'm not taking orders, I'm trying to move. I finally closed my Etsy shop, which thanks to Miss Alicia, I learned not to do ever again. So I won't have to wait for my stuff to build back up. So I will be deactivating listings from now on instead of closing my entire shop. So thanks for that tidbit, Miss Alicia. I also got those curved embroidery scissors she has too. I'm gonna test them out when I use my machine. So far, I just used them to my godmom's purse. She bought a purse from like Goodwill or something. It was like a Coach bag, and like all of the fabric was coming off of like they had like a gold leather part on it, and all the fabric was coming off of it. So she asked if I could like basically reupholster this purse for her. So I did, and I used the curved scissor for that, but I haven't used them for actually embroidery yet. So. This leaf is almost done. Just gonna put me a little stem up in there. I find it starting to get hard already. It's looking good though, y'all can see it. It's looking like we got the devil's lettuce up in here. My hands are like hot now, so it's melting my fondant. Is it a 7? It's a 7 leaf, right? Yeah, babe, you can put them in the bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6, 7. So I got the 2 little tiny leaves at the bottom. The big 5 big leaves at the top. I always thought it only had 5 leaves. Why'd you delete your comment? It's the magical leaf, as Eddie and I called it. Yeah. Just need to add some like veins on this one. But yep, you got 7 leaves. Just using the back of my knife to kind of score it. And when I airbrush, it'll kind of go into those nooks and crannies. Oops. Alright. I got 2 leaves done. That's all this required, was literally 2 leaves. I got a little bit of, I guess I can add just to this peanut butter buttercream, but I'm not adding any more peanut butter into it, so it'll be more on the whiter side. So it will take more airbrush color. And this glitching is like driving me insane. it's very hard actually spinning them in the refrigerator. I don't have any powder sugar over here. Love your marble. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It has like little purple pieces in it that I didn't notice at first. But yeah, they did a good job picking it out. But I don't know if it needs to be sealed or something, because like you can literally feel like the grains of the stone or something. It's not like smooth. Like our old countertops were just like smooth, except for places where it had like I guess broken, because we rented the last place we lived in. But this house was newly remodeled right before we moved in, so the countertops are new. I have them upstairs in my upstairs kitchen too. And I thought about, neither one of these kitchens have islands, which I love. So I was thinking about putting an island in both kitchens, but I would not buy another like granite or marble, whatever this is, countertop for the island. I was gonna use epoxy and make my own, because I was gonna build the island myself. But I don't think that I'm going to do one upstairs now. I feel like that would take up too much space in my kitchen upstairs. But down here is huge, so I may do it down here. Y'all let me know if the mixer's too loud. But I'm used to making cakes on an island. Oh, it's ready for dough. Yeah, prior to like living in my other house, when I first started making cakes to live with my mother-in-law, and her island was just like the you know, the particle board like ones with the laminate on it. And I never found it out on that because I knew it would stain it. But I always wanted like a grounder countertop so I could actually just roll straight on my countertop, because I knew like fondant and stuff loves like porous granite marble like areas. But even after we moved, I still use this mat to run my fondant because I felt like it still stuck to it. And like you never know if everything like is like exactly clean, and yeah. for sure. Thanks, babe. I thought you went to bed, babe. Or maybe you were saying goodnight to somebody else. I think you were saying goodnight to Jana. I think that's what it was. There goes Fire Trick flying on top of the bowl like usual. Big cloud. So much. I'm sleepy, but hey, it's cake. I'll stay up another 30 minutes. Oh, I love my KitchenAid. Thank you. It's my favorite color. Teal. I got it when we moved into our old house. I didn't have a KitchenAid. I always used my mother-in-law's. She wouldn't let me take it with me because I taught her how to use it to shred chicken. So she wanted to keep it so she could shred chicken. But I literally started my entire business like with her KitchenAid. So the lovely thing about cold cake, it sets up your icing super fast. Suck thing about cold cake, it sets up your icing super fast. KitchenAids are great, yeah. They are. I would like one with a bigger bowl, because sometimes, like now, having to make multiple batches of icing can suck. Especially when you have, like, you know, bigger cakes or, you know, more cake orders. Like, this is just, I really need to get a non-slip mat to go under my turner. I have some somewhere. I just don't know where. But yeah, like if you have a bigger cake, like if you're making more than one tier or more than a dozen cupcakes. Hey Tasha. It would be nice to not have to make multiple batches of icing, especially for consistency, because you want everything to taste, you know, the same. And not that the icing doesn't always taste the same, but it may be like a slightly different color if you're using a different color, or like if you're coloring your icing or something. So there are rooms for inconsistency when you have to make multiple batches. So especially color, it'll never be the same color. Got more of like an ombre going on. I mean, for this, I wanted it to be a different color just because I'm going to airbrush this top layer. So, I was okay with that. And I'm mainly trying to cover up all this dark cake. I mean, I guess it's really not going to matter. Your kid's asleep? Hey! I know you happy, girl. Why you not asleep? Get some sleep while they sleep. Not that I don't want you to be on live with me. Thank you for coming back. Before White Mac Daddy calls you away. Especially while them kids sleep. Did you have hockey games today, or is that tomorrow? I have to get my bench scraper up in a second. Hey Deanna, what day are you guys leaving to come home? Estimated delivery for your tumbler is Wednesday, per the tracking. It's a satisfying joy. I am happy that you are enjoying this Faye, because I told you I feel like I'm boring y'all. Need some hot water. I gotta get my water dispenser. Might get some jugs for it. We got rid of the jugs when we moved because we had to put everything in storage while we waited for our house to close. While we waited for like the closing to happen. So we got rid of the water jugs because God knows what might go in them in storage. And but we still have the water cooler, so need to get new jugs so I can have hot water like instantly, because that would be perfect for this right now versus having to, I guess I can microwave water, but it would just be so much easier to have it directly on tap. So I'm about to get in my little handy dandy tool. I had a missing piece somewhere over here that needed to be filled with icing. I can do ASMR videos of cake Faye. This is satisfying to watch. Is that why people just watch cake videos? Because it's so satisfying. Honestly, that's why I watch cookie videos. I love cookie videos. Like even before I started making cookie videos, like cookies, all I watched was like cookie videos. I'm going to sleep, cookie videos. Because it's so freaking like satisfying to watch somebody decorate a cookie. I don't know. Don't know what it is. So I can understand that thing. I get it. I guess cake do. Even watching like people like do this, the fast version of cake, it's pretty satisfying too. So got my little roller, my little cake roller. Where's my cornstarch? Maybe our pantry. No clue where it is. Don't laugh at me if you see me just keep looking in the same cabinet like it's gonna magically appear. Because sometimes it really do. It be doing that. I might have thrown away my cornstarch before I moved again because storage. But I am going to use some powdered sugar instead. You basically need like some sort of resistance for the roller, otherwise it'll stick to the cake. But I found that cornstarch, like makes it stick a little less. So that's why I usually use cornstarch, but you can use powdered sugar too. So, and you just roll your little roller in the powdered sugar, and then you just go over the cake to smooth out any little imperfections. It's like a little paintbrush, a little paint roller. But I love it. It's just a little easier. Like a big drag right here because the cake is so cold. So, because airbrush is going to pick up everything. Every nook and cranny of everything. I still might need to go in with the hot. Like a wall, yeah. I love it. I feel like it's like slightly easier than constantly going around the cake like over and over again. It just like pushes it all into one little thingy. Gets those edges real sharp. So here at the top. So we'll give it right there. The Evil Cake Genius sells these. It's a website for like cake gadgets and other things that cost way too much money for me to buy. This was not that expensive though. This is only like $9 I think, but most of her other things are like insanely, not insanely expensive, but just, yeah, I'm cheap, so. I think I'm going to microwave I have like no plastic bowls down here. All my bowls are metal. So I can't microwave those. And I have a glass cup down here somewhere because I use it for cake pops. Bay. Oh, I know. I have tons of these little bottles here. I bought all these little Squeeze-It bottles when I first, at least for me. Alright, I'm gonna microwave this water real quick. So now let the kids use those if we do like gingerbread houses or like last Halloween, instead of going trick-or-treating. And no, Halloween before that actually, I let them decorate, like we just cut out Halloween cookies and they decorated Halloween cookies and we watched like Halloween Town and drank apple cider. Thank you for watching Krafteezkreationz. Please like and subscribe. That be my hubby's, y'all, doing his moderator job that he gave to himself. Trying to clean this cake board. Oh, yeah. I will say he's working because I had to cut his hair earlier, but he did work too because he had to install a fan inside of my what was it? A fan switch so that I can have air at night. Yay! I need a bigger bowl. It's the one my thing will fit inside of. Because our new house does not have switches. There's no separate switch for the fan and the light, like in the room, which is weird. But so if you want the fan on, you have to pull the string to turn the light off, which sounds great, you know, easy enough, right? But ours doesn't work when you pull the switch. The light don't turn off. So the only option was to either get a whole new ceiling fan or to buy a switch, like a remote that has, you have to install like the switch into the ceiling where the wires come out of the ceiling, and that way you can use the remote to turn the ceiling fan on and off and the light on and off. So yay, now I can be lazy. But yay, now I can have air at night. Ceiling fan, air. I've been fine, honestly, like this whole time. It was something about this month, even though it's gotten slightly colder, but at night I'm getting hotter. So yeah. Didn't need the fan last month, but now I do. The kids too, their room's the same way, and so my oldest daughter's like, I'm sweating at night, like I want my fan. So her switch her drawstring, like the little string in the middle works though. She could actually turn her light off by the pull string and then have the fan at night if she wanted to, but she doesn't, so she has a solution for her problem. I did not. But we did buy remotes for their fans too, because they were like $14 on Amazon. So $14 for a remote fan or $130 something for a ceiling fan, when you're really gonna have to do the same amount of work, honestly more, to replace the fan. So it just seemed like a no-brainer. But yeah. A little more smooth. Oh crap, I'm gonna mess it up to the top. I have to go back in my rolling pin. like paintballs, as Pia says. Yeah. Why am I frozen, Mr. Moderator? Sir? Ah, there we go. I'm back. This one little divot over here is getting on my nerves, but I need to find what is the front and what is the back of my cake. That's a pretty good front. Alright. I think I can start airbrushing now. I'm gonna have to cover these leaves up because I don't want them to get messed up. I think Eliani fell asleep. I think she's done that before. I think we were on Natasha's live and she fell asleep while watching. I mean, did she just get there today? She's been driving like a long time, so I could understand that one. Shayna went to sleep too. I'm wired off this banging energy drink right now, so I'm awake. I'm not dragging. I want to put something up because I don't want this airbrush to get everywhere. So, I got a crap ton of foam boards and I'm going to put them up to prevent too much overspray. I'm getting all over everything. Oh, I already pulled out my airbrush machine. I just need airbrush color now. Do I have any airbrush color in here? Yes, I have holiday red. I need that. How much I got left in here? Should be enough. Airbrush now. Are you airbrush? No. Some of my cake decorating stuff in this little bin over here, because again, when we moved, I still had We Need You live soon. Girl, who, me? Or Tasha? Oh, at Tasha. Ediana, you sleep? Tasha, yeah, Tasha was live yesterday. Tasha, you got the hockey game. Was it today or is it tomorrow? I know you said you were going to go live. Where is my airbrush color? Oh, there it is. Here's my yellow. Here, Tasha. And my green, which leaked everywhere. Ugh. I'm running low on my airbrush though, so I'm gonna have to get more eventually. So this is my front. So I'm gonna have green here. I'm gonna put yellow in the middle first. I got like barely any yellow too. I missed it, but I'll watch it today and liked it. Oh yeah, while they were at Starbucks. There were 2 hockey games today. Oh Lord, and one tomorrow. Didn't go today since White Mac Daddy didn't have to go to work because of the wind chill. Oh wow. What's the temperature because of the wind chill there? Probably won't go tomorrow either since I have to prep for the tournament. Oh wow. My airbrush out. Is my airbrush machine loud, y'all? It's not really like too loud, but it's probably louder coming over the camera. Let me put it on the board. So it's less than, it was 16 negative. Ooh, no, we're not going outside. No, negative 16 and to negative 17. No, thank you. I mean, y'all can't wait to go back to Texas. That is, oh my god. White Mac Daddy, we'll take him tomorrow. Okay, cool. Yes, White Mac Daddy, come through. Those bread will stink. What? It do. What's up with this red one? How many special colors are in this one to make it stank? Does it stank? But yes. Red, yellow, and green. Put my leaves on there. I got enough. I need my fan to dry this off a little some, because sometimes the airbrush causes like humidity on the cake. It starts like beating up and stuff, especially because it's cake's in the freezer too. That doesn't help. But I mean, it's almost done, y'all. Like the little leaves here, one goes like here, one goes like here, and then happy birthday, Rick, on the front. And that's it, y'all. Like, that's it. That's all it is. So, y'all kept me company this whole time. I appreciate it. But I can't take this green glitching no more. Oh my God. Sorry. The smell of this. All this airbrush. Normally when I airbrush like cups. Oops. I wear a respirator, and I have like a huge like a little ventilation system in my room. It's like a little portable. Does the cake have weed in it? No, I ain't got no license for that. Okay, no, it's just my hands are like always. It never fails. My hands are gonna be another color, whether I'm doing cups or cake. My hands are always another color. But no, it is Reese's, a chocolate Reese's cake with peanut butter buttercream. So no weed, but he likes weed and that's his business. So that's what that's what she wanted the cake to be. So that's what I did. But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I got enough. In the like picture, your Tumblr says, thank you. I appreciate it. I need to make another one. I was supposed to make another one for my sister. I was joking. No. I need to make another one for my sister. Hers is like purple, white, and the cheetah, the glitter cheetah on the back. Because I did this one and I wanted to post it in my shop, but I put Queen of Crafting like on the back of it, and I mean, it's because it's for me. And I didn't think anybody else would want like one that said Queen of Crafting on the back. So I'm like, I need one that just has leopard print on the back and then like the name decal on the front. That cake was winning. Yes, the munchie Sprite. They just got married in like was it November? It was. They got married in November, and I made they were supposed to have a whole wedding, right? They were supposed to have, yep, thought so. She is asleep. They were supposed to have a whole wedding in March. So next month, actually. And we had planned for like about 50 people, still like a small 2-tier cake, and then cupcakes, and then they canceled it because of COVID. I guess because the numbers started going up like here in Maryland, so they just decided to cancel it, and they went to adjust the piece instead, in November. So she just wanted a top tier cake, and then she wanted like 12 cupcakes, and she got them split in like a bunch of different flavors. As much as you can split a dozen of cupcakes, like in flavors, she split that sucker. Like, yeah, I was like, oh wow, it's a lot of math going on here. Let me figure stuff out. Like, it's okay, we need like 2 of this flavor, like 1 of these, like 3 of these. Like, it was a lot, but yeah. So I did the top tier, just like her wedding cake was gonna be. Because she said they were having a little get together, like a small gathering. They had just got married like the day before, so I'm thinking it's like, you know, reception, like a small reception with a few people over. So I did it. It's beautiful. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see it. It has like the blue and grayish flowers on top. It has a big sparkly Mr. and Mrs. Johnson glitter, like silver wedding topper. And then it's a white cake with the filigree piping on it, and then a rhinestone border at the bottom. And I get there, and there's like, like, you know, those like the gold like streamers, like if you like walk through, like people put them up in the doorways, so like you walk through like all the streamers, like the gold streamers. So like those are covering the door, and then there's like caution tape covering the door. I'm like, am I at the right house? What's happening? So I can't see the number on the door, but it's on the outside, like on the, because it's an apartment, it's like on the wall. So I assume it's the house. Like I knock hesitantly, and it's like on the front door, it's like danger zone, do not enter. I'm like, okay, like a little sign they made. So I go, she opens the door, and I'm like, hey, like I've never met this lady before. I mean, she found me on Facebook, and I'm like, I'm here to deliver the cake. She's like, oh yeah, come on in. So I go in, and there's like tablecloths draped from the ceiling down to the floor, like on both sides, like where the TV is. I'm like, she's like, does it look like a club to you? It reeks of ganja. What is happening? What are you, I thought, she's like, yeah, you know, I was just trying, we having like, does it look like a club, like a strip club? I'm like, I've never been to a strip club before, so I have no idea. But I feel like my cake is overdressed for this type of party. I thought it was like, I thought it was like a reception. This is more like a bachelorette party. I'm not sure what's happening here, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, her husband did come. Like, you know, they had their liquor bottles. They was ready to have fun, so they had fun, I assume. But yeah, she loved her cake. Her cake was it's the first time we get a pineapple cake. She had her pineapple cake, so she had pineapple cake, and then she got like five different flavors of cupcakes, but she only got 12, so I had to like really split it. But yeah, so now this is for her husband's birthday, and then she wants another cake for her mom's birthday later this month. So that one will be just a pound cake, but it'll have like a pink and silver 777, because I guess she like to go to casino. She's turning 70, so yeah, Faye. You know, good time with cakes, yeah. Yeah, they was having a good time. I was like, what is happening right now? Like, what did I walk into? I'm not sure. Am I in the right apartment? She's like, oh yeah, we just, you know, I forgot what she said they was having, but I think strippers was coming, and I was like, oh, okay. She had ordered a cup too, so I delivered the cake and the cup. She ordered a cup for her husband with like Nipsey Hussle on it. He likes Nipsey Hussle. So, yeah, I was like, all right, well, y'all have fun with that. I'm gonna slide on out because I don't know what's happening here. But yeah, they had a good time. They ate the cupcakes and that entire cake. It was like this size the next day. I think that was after everyone left though. That's lucky. But yeah. Because this little, it looks small or big, I don't know. Ediani said it was a big old cake, so it's only 8-inch, but it's like 4 layers, so it'll serve a lot of people, quite a lot of people actually. But yeah, it looks cool. The airbrush. I think it's my first time airbrushing like buttercream. I usually airbrush fondant. Stick this on up here. Like that, like so. Y'all can't see it. I don't want the cake to fall. My My leaves are, I got powder sugar on this one. I was trying to cover it up enough. Just gotta dust her off there a little bit. Thank you, Pia. The humidity of this airbrushing is starting to settle a little bit, so that's nice. In the picture, it had like a red ribbon tied around it. I don't know why. Just like a really, really thin. Yes, the leaf is edible. I just made it out of fondant. So they're both edible. Ain't no eat them. And then I'm just gonna type, she just wanted happy birthday Rick on the front of it. So like super simple, honestly. But I feel like my leaf should be turned the other way though now. I can't really pull this off without pulling off my airbrush though. So, Odie will. Maybe this leaf needs to be turned. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. It's gonna be what it is. And I'll put happy birthday right here and then a Rick right there. And it's gonna be good to go. I was thinking about piping red at the bottom. I don't know. Honestly, this color. This color that the icing is like the same color that the writing was. So I could just use it as is. To type the words on. And then maybe I'll add a red border at the bottom. What y'all think? Y'all think I should add a red, like just a small beaded border at the bottom in red? Like I said, in the picture that she sent me, it had red, like a really thin red ribbon tied around the bottom, like like long. It had like, it was just like tied in a knot here, and then like the threads hang down. I don't know if that's got something to do with weed or something. I have no idea. Bob Marley, Jamaica. I don't know. Okay. A little bit more. I like to type words tipless. That's just my preference. Same with cookies. I don't use a tip generally when I decorate cookies. So here we go. Ooh, and of course you curve. Come on. I might need to make it bigger because this is not coming out right. Too big. This time they're having weed theme parties probably. The good vibes ribbon, is that what that is? I have no idea, Pia. I have no idea. Is that what that means? Do I need to get this ribbon? Okay, I'm like, where's my ribbon bag? I don't think I got no skinny. I got a skinny green ribbon and a skinny yellow ribbon. I ain't got no skinny red ribbon. So should I do a thin red border at the bottom? I don't know about this for you. Let us know. I don't like that A. Didn't scrape it off. Pokemon Go. All caps. I have no idea. Okay. Don't be pulling my chain, Pia. I'm like, is that a thing? I have no idea. No shame if you know. No judgment. I just do not know. No idea. You laughing at me? Yeah. She had me really thinking that was like a thing. I don't know. I feel like this is too. That is really trailing down. And I'm messing up my airbrush. That's okay. I have to come back in. It's her birthday anyway. Sorry, I'm quiet, y'all. Actually, are you a lefty? No, I'm not a lefty. I think the thing is backwards. Like the camera's reflecting backwards. Righty. Not very ambidextrous. Yeah, the image is mirrored. Yeah. Here's husband. No, she's a righty, yeah. I'm a righty. Surprisingly, the words on it still looks like it's trailing down though. It's getting on my nerves. I need a ruler. Saw your ring. Oh, I have two. That doesn't help, right? Yeah, my wedding ring's over here, and it's just another band because I had one on my thumb too, but I lost it, so I need another one. Sir. I asked my husband, Pilot, about the ribbon, and he said, "How am I supposed to know, right?" Yeah. Oh no, he definitely doesn't know. He wouldn't be flying nothing if he did. Is he a commercial pilot? Pia? I feel like I should put like a red border at the bottom though. It doesn't matter. Yo, I thought the same thing. I just don't want to say it, but I thought the same thing. Oh no. It's still giving me anxiety though, Tosh. I'm sorry. It's like, it's going that way. It's not cool. Charter and medvac. Oh, cool. He's saving lives. I feel like I should cut this. I'm messing up my airbrushing. He flies someone very famous. Oh, cool. Got enough like airbrush right there to like mix up in there. It's like ghetto, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta clean out my airbrush. Singing behind no. Is it Drake? Does he fly Drake? Every little thing gonna be alright. It's a little less sideways, still a little bit sideways though. Doing a little bit of lean with it, rock with it. Robert Redford. I know who that is and I don't. I don't have a crush on him, but very cool. You got a crush on Drake. Adding a touch of yellow just to the words. Yeah. To the leaf too. He's old now. Speaking of Drake, he lives like 15 minutes from my place in his new house, so I'm thinking of going there and pretending like I'm That's a plan. Let us know how that goes, Peter. About the closest celebrity that lives near me is Genuine. He actually lives right next door to one of my mom's clients. She's been her client for like years. She does like all her Christmas and Thanksgiving dinners for her. And she actually just sold the property though, surprisingly. She's traveling like the country now because she's retired and she had gotten sick for a little bit, so I guess she like bumped that life is more important, and she sold her house and bought a camper and is traveling the United States with her husband now. So, but her next door neighbor is Genuine. So, I know where he lives. He still looks the same. Now I'm going to use this last little bit of frosting to make this red border because Pia got me thinking it's a good vibes room. It may be a key element and they'd be like, where's the ribbon? So, clean this board a little bit too. It's covered in airbrush. Y'all stuck it out with me, y'all. I'm almost done. Look at that. I would have definitely still been up, not doing nothing, because I get sidetracked most of the time when I'm making cakes, and because I don't feel like it. For real though. We only been online for, dang, it's been 2 hours and 30 minutes now. It was just 1 hour and 30 minutes the last time I looked up. Y'all love me. You sticking in here with me? Can't guarantee nobody's gonna go back and watch this though, because that's a long time. I mean, I love y'all, but I see some of these lives and I'm like, 5 hours? Yeah, I'm not going back and watching that. Who is Genuine married to again? I forgot her name. Did she have a song? Is it Simone? Babe, who's Genuine married to? I forgot that lady's name. I think it's like Simone something. My husband saw Genuine too at Macy's when he used to work there. He just rolled up in there one day. And actually his godbrother, his godbrother's parents go to church with Genuine, you know, when church was actually open. Oh, I love y'all too, gosh. we gotta get on our we can either do FaceTime for free, like we can get 35 people. It ain't that many of us, even though the groups is like, she did have a song. I thought so. I want to say it's something with an S. It's like Simone or something like that. But yeah, our groups are big, but it's really only like a couple of us that are always talking to each other. Not that we include anybody, I'm not saying that. But if everybody got some sort of way of getting on FaceTime, I don't have an iPhone personally, but I have an iPad and it can FaceTime, so you can get 35 people on FaceTime at a time. And then I still gotta talk to my mother-in-law has like unlimited. Soleil. Okay. I knew it was something with the S. Did you Google it? But it belongs to the nonprofit organization that we board, so I don't want to get in trouble. So I had to ask her. But sometimes we use it like for the family. If we have like Easter one year, last year we had Zoom Easter, and so we used it for that. That's a lot of faces at one time. Yeah, Tasha, I know you got the iPhone. I just think we might not be able to hear all of each other at one time because we can be talking and laughing the whole time. Or we gotta figure out how much Zoom costs a month. We can do it on Discord. They got video chat on Discord, Faye? Or is that something you gotta pay extra for? Because I know they got their little special ones where they want you to pay like $10 a month, or not $4, $5 a month, something like that. Babe, do you gotta pay for the Oh yes. No, you don't have to pay for it. Everything is free. Oh. Okay, y'all heard that right? Faye said it. We gonna have to start. We can video chat through Discord. We don't have to worry about finding another way. And everybody already has Discord. That's freaking awesome. We were all on Ediani's Wind Down Wednesday. I can make you a server. Oh, you a Nitro member? He paying for stuff I ain't even know about. I just Googled it. It was so late. I don't think. Oh, they're not married anymore, really? They ain't put that on TMZ. How many people pay? You mean I've been sending videos this whole time because you a Nitro member? You can go live. You can voice talk on Discord as many as you want. It can be 100 people in one channel. And we can all see each other at one time? Like, or is it just like one person can go live and we can all hear each other? You laughing at me, Tasha. Yo, I'm out of red. Jack coming out of here. Oh, there we go. I use red a lot. I need to get a big one of these. Like this freaking Chef Masters. That stuff turn stuff. Everybody's like I did buy the big one of the black, but I need a big one of red. Yeah, that is a lot of people. But the video part will be confusing. Yeah, I can post large. Yeah, you can post large video because you got Nitro that anybody know about. But I can only post like GIFs. I was trying to do the screen record, share the screen record with Tasha the other day of how to use how to like log into YouTube on Prison Live. But it wouldn't let me load the video. Color's never as bright when you first do it. It has to take time to develop, which sucks. But the trick I did see, which I have never seen before, Pia, I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but I saw somebody try to make a darker red. And she literally melted, like she took half the ice cream, added the food coloring to it, and then she melted it, like slightly, to make the red darker. Then added in some more buttercream and then added some more, a little more coloring to it. So she had used less coloring, but she had darker icing. Because apparently heat causes the color to develop. Who knew? I know if it sits over time, the color develops. Yes, that's my husband. That'd be my hubby's. He's in the living room out there. I'm downstairs in my baking kitchen, Tasha. Oh, I think you were gone when I was talking about it. Tomorrow I'm gonna make the pretzel bites, and I'm gonna record a video to make the pretzels, the keto pretzels, but they'll be vegan. The cheese I'm gonna dip them in later ain't gonna be vegan, but all the ingredients will be vegan. So if you later on want to watch or make your own vegan pretzel bites, because I'm gonna make them into bites, and I'll probably do one salted and I'll do another one cinnamon and sugar. Well, not like one, but you know, I'll make them 2 different ways. But all you need is coconut flour, almond flour, and psyllium husk. all of which I'm weird and I've been on keto for 3 years. I have all of that in my counter or in my cabinets already, so. Tasha said, hey, bro. He's not a man of many words. He doesn't want to get on, like, he has his own YouTube channel, and he'll stream like his video games or whatever, but he won't talk in them because he thinks he'll get demonetized. He's gonna have to put explicit on him and White Matt Daddy's YouTube channels. They'll be alright. He just has a potty mouth. What did you just say, Ash? Oh, psyllium husk. Let me get it. Hold on one second. I gotta go upstairs to the other kitchen. Psyllium husk powder. It's a soluble fiber. What games does he play? Babe, they said, what games do you play? Faye asks. Because we have a whole video game channel, like, inside of our Discord in Idiani's Chill Zone. When I said the few, I thought of the Marines. Yes. Yeah. But this is psyllium husk, and I know it's backwards, like, on the thing, but it's PSYLLIUM husk. And I don't know if you can see it. It looks like fiber. It's like basically what Metamucil is like made out of. But you shouldn't use Metamucil. Literally says that in the recipe. I got asthma. I've been running, y'all. What else is that? Oh, this is what egg replacer is made out of. Actually, look at the back of the label because I have egg replacer down here. And that's what it's made out of, like the egg replacer. It's made out of potato starch, tapioca fiber, baking soda, and psyllium husk fiber. Oh, the hubbies. Yeah, they that would be hilarious. Just saying. So yeah, I think that's all you really need to make it is just the psyllium husk, the almond flour, coconut flour. You need baking soda and water, like, because in order to make pretzels, you have to actually, like, you make your dough first, and then you dunk them and let them sit in a boiling pot of water and baking soda. And that's what it, like, alkaline, it makes, it's like an alkaline bath. That's what makes them pretzels. Otherwise, it's just like pizza dough. So, but the dough I'm gonna make, you should be able, yeah. Oh, Tasha had left and then she got back up, yeah. The dough I'm gonna make, you should be able to make pizza out of it too. So if you want to make a vegan keto pizza, Tosh, you can do it with that too. Or, I mean, rolls or whatever you want to make. But yeah. But this will be my first time making You want a cake, Alicia? I'm not too far from Tennessee. He plays random games. Call of Duty, Final Fantasy, whatever he feels like playing that day. He's playing, what was that, Cyberpunk 1972? 1977? 2077? Something like that, I don't know. Destiny. Stuff like that. So, but he'll stream it live, but he won't talk. So, but he has a little group of friends that he plays with, though he has not played with them for a while. It's been a while since anybody's really been on the chat. Grand Theft Auto? I don't think he's ever went live playing Grand Theft Auto. Yakuza, like a dragon right now. Yeah, I think like when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, like the online version pissed him off. Call of Duty and Madden. Is that what you played, Alicia? That's cool. Gotta have some sort of stress relief. Dealing with the kids all day, though. You are a fantastic teacher. I wish you were my daughter's teacher. I mean, based on the YouTube videos. I can't work the controllers, but I can work all my machines. I have played Grand Theft Auto, but I won't be playing that again until... Oh, there's a new Grand Theft Auto coming out for PS5? Only game I want to play on PS5 is a new Harry Potter game they came out with. I think the only person on here that would appreciate that is Ediani. I have to ask her what house she's in. I'm a Hufflepuff. Yeah, I couldn't work the controller either. I'm not very hand coordinated when it comes to that. Though, me and my little sister did play Destiny for him for like 30 minutes while he was gone one day. He had to go like do something for his mom real quick, so he had to leave. But his game was still on. He was like, here, play this. This is how you do it. I'm like, oh my god. Okay, a little bit bigger. This ain't red enough for me. I can't get with it. I'm out of red dye. I got like a liquid one, but it's like a liquid. And I'm telling you, Pia really got me thinking this red ribbon is like, it means something. She said it's a good times ribbon. That makes so much sense. Yes, yes. Alicia is an awesome teacher. What I got here? It's black. Crush the kids. Oh, I don't play sport games unless it's a party game and I crush it. You crushing it. You crush the kids in it. Sport games, no, unless I'm drunk. Yeah, no. Unless it's Wii. We playing Wii bowling? Okay. I don't know. I might add a little bit of water to this, y'all. Give me some more red. Just a little bit of water. You getting ghetto in the kitchen with Ashley? Don't mind me. It looks so much better in the mold than it does like in the package bag. Everybody's getting a serger. I still gotta figure out how to work my serger. I mean, I know how to work it, but like Kay said, I think the timing's off. I think that's because she's having, like, with her old serger that she has, she's having the exact same problems that I'm having with my old and new serger. I have, like, I don't know how old it is, but it's like a white brand. Like, the brand is called White, which when I researched was bought out by Singer, I think, like years and years and years ago. It came from my grandma. My mom, she gave it to me, so I assume it worked because she just doesn't really sew and stuff much anymore. I should have got the embroidery machine, but I already had a small embroidery machine, so she gave it to my cousin, like, a few years ago. But, it would work, and then, like, all of a sudden, the only thing that was wrong with it was that the cutting blade was really, really dull, because it was super old. So I bought a new cutting blade and replaced the cutting blade. And then it was fine. And I don't know if maybe I rethreaded it wrong. Possibly. I followed it, like, you know, I literally Googled, found it has the pathways that tell you what to do. But I still went and found a manual for it. And, threaded it the way it said to thread it. But the left needle always breaks. Like, I'll run it for like 3 seconds, it'll go, oh, okay. It just breaks. So I bought a new serger. I bought another Singer serger, and brand new off of like QVC or something, because I told you I like payments. But it did the same thing. Like, it worked for a little bit, and then eventually it just started, the left needle started breaking. So I'm like, I mean, I guess technically I can still run it with only the right needle. And like, it's like certain stitches you can do with just the right needle and go from there. But right now they're up in the top of my closet, both of them. So if I sew, I don't generally use a serger. I just use my sewing machine. I did get they make a cutting blade foot for your sewing machine too. So I got that, and that works great. It actually does cut the fabric. So, but you don't get, like, you know, the exact serge stitch, of course. I think I'm gonna have to just like pipe this, and the color will get darker. It looks really red on camera, or at least it does in my viewfinder. I don't know if it really does on, no, like on video with y'all, it look pink still. So, but my red over here looks orange on camera too, but it's red in person. So, and the red on the cake at me. But I'm sorry, right here. I get my first? No. I'm just so still. It looks like I'm breathing. I be concentrating when I'm piping, y'all. That edge just cleans up a cake very well too. So hopefully next time I go live, I won't have this daggone glitching. This stuff is annoying. I'm not even watching me, and it's annoying. So I know it's gotta be annoying for y'all. All right. It's got its red, what was it? Good times ribbon now. My kitchen is a mess. Not really. It could be worse. Trust me. It's been worse. Well, not here really, because I haven't had such big cake orders here yet. Small cakes. Mainly pandemic, because it's a pandemic and people can't really meet like that. I've only really been doing 1-tier cakes. I did do 1 2-tier cake last month. Or no, December. But for the most part, it's just been 1-tier cakes. So it could be way more worse. That is, note to self, buy more super red, because I am out. Gotta get that. That's it, y'all. I'm done. Y'all stay with me for the whole thing. I don't know if you can see the top, but the writing is still bothering me, y'all. I'm sorry. It just is, but it is what it is, right? Can't really rub it off too much. So, plus I don't have any more that colored icing anymore. I used it all. It's okay, the screen is green glitching just like the cake. Yes. Thank you, Vita. Just like my hands. My hands are green glitching just like the screen too, Faye. Everything's green. Red and yellow. All right, y'all, it's been officially 3 hours and 7 seconds. So I am done. Thank you, Faye. And I'm going to get off of here. It is 2:00 a.m. here. So now let's talk where you should sit. It is going to Waldorf, okay? Or as everyone in Maryland calls it, Wakanda. My address. Technically, Faye, unfortunately, I cannot, due to Maryland cottage laws, I cannot ship baked goods out of Maryland, which sucks. Because I was definitely, until I really researched like the cottage laws of Maryland, I was definitely going to sell decorative cookies like on Etsy, like add that to. Okay, y'all, I got one Etsy, but I'm adding like every damn thing. I don't care. I don't really. I know some people open multiple Etsys, but it's hard enough managing one. So no, we're gonna have our little sections and keep it moving. I got a whole merchandise shop for one particular group, literally on my Etsy. So, and it's fine. They know how to get there. Yeah. Really, to what, Pia? You can't ship, or the shop for my merchandise? Yes, Faye, I will take pictures and post it in Discord. I've been doing keto for like 3 years, so I would love to eat everything I make, but I can't. Or I will gain the 70 pounds that I lost. So, yeah. I'm waiting for Pia to say what was really, as far as like not shipping. We send chili from here. Oh, really? Every state has different cottage laws. I know some, like I'm in a cottage baker group on Facebook, and some people like they can't even make buttercream. Like they can't make buttercream, like due to their state's cottage law. I think it's like Ohio or something. You can't make buttercream. You can't use butter. So there's no butter, no cream cheese, nothing like that. I think the only thing you can't do here, as far as like what you can't make, you can't make things with, like, technically, like, and I've sold chocolate covered strawberries before. Literally one Valentine's Day, I made chocolate strawberry roses. So again, you can check on my Instagram, but it was a dozen of roses. They looked like roses, but they were chocolate covered strawberries. And technically, based on Maryland college laws, you can't sell chocolate covered strawberries. No, like, no fruit covered in chocolate can be sold due to college laws, unless you have like a physical food license, your food business, like all that kind of stuff, like, which I don't. My mom does. So, because she sells food, she's a caterer, so she has to have that stuff. But to be a baker, you don't have to have that. As long as you make less than, I think, like $25,000 a year or something like that, which I definitely don't, to make that much money a year. Not doing this. That's why I got my DC job. But yeah, well, way more than that, because ain't nobody got time. Could not afford to live here for $25,000 a year. But yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off of here and go to the bed and try to get up before church starts in the morning and go deliver this cake before it starts snowing. Too bad here. They done raised the total of snow from 1 to 3 inches to like 2 to 5 inches. So I know that's nothing for Mary, but or Ediani, you know, where she's at right now, because they're in the same state right now until Ediani goes home. But yeah, thank you for watching, Pia. Thank you for watching, everybody. Tasha, Alicia, Faye. I don't know if Adelaide's still on here, but everybody, I will see y'all next time.